Guys, before we start, first I'd like to ask you to like and subscribe. The usual shit that I say during the beginning of my videos. Anyway, I'm not going to make this intro too long. This is a new what if. Tell me if you like it or not. Let's begin. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We start this what if off with Goku being sent to Earth. The reason he's sent, because his power is too great. The Saiyans fear his potential, so they kind of dump him off on some random planet, hoping that as his strength grows stronger, he'll just annihilate all the life on the planet and starve to death, or just get killed early on. But that's not what happens. Upon Goku arriving on the planet, instead of letting his rage run wild, he's picked up by an old man, a kind old man. This being Grandpa Gohan. Gohan teaches Goku morals and the difference between good and evil, how to control his anger. Gohan realizes Goku's strength. As he gets angrier, his power increases almost indefinitely. And Gohan realizes that if he can't control himself, that he'll be a real problem to the Earth. So Gohan teaches him how to control his emotions. One day, when Goku's out on the balcony looking at the full moon, something that he never really had to do, seeing as a day of training usually leaves him wiped out, but he was pretty energetic this day. When this happens, something inside Goku awakens. He begins transforming into a great ape, and unfortunately kills Grandpa Gohan. When Goku awakens, he finds Grandpa Gohan's body and can't stop himself but to cry and become angry. He doesn't know what happened. He doesn't know who did this, but his emotions are just running wild at this point. And he almost completely destroys the mountain that the two of them live on. The only thing that stops him is right when he's about to destroy the home that Grandpa Gohan had lived in for so many years. Something inside him told him, no, I can't be a beast. I need to control myself. And he's able to get his emotions under control. We cut down to some years later when Bulma comes rushing through the forest, the mountain. I think it's Panzu Mountain. That's the name is. And she just looks around. There's craters in the ground, although they are overgrown with grass. And trees are sprouting from some of the craters. It looked like there was a war here, like a military bomb testing ground. This is when she walks past Goku, carrying a tree. She finds this incredibly strange that this little boy, who has a tail, is carrying a tree. She asks where she is, and she sees around his neck the Dragon Ball. She asks for the Dragon Ball. Goku declines. Well, she says okay and leaves, but she's coming back to steal it. Upon Goku finishing his work for the day, he makes his way back to his home and eats some dinner. Soon he falls asleep. Bulma sneaks into the home and takes the Dragon Ball. Right when she's about to take it, Goku awakens, and out of a fit of pure reflex, he sends a fist rushing towards Bulma. Upon realizing that it's just a girl, he redirects his hand and ends up shattering the wall. Bulma is terrified. She has nothing but a gaping hole next to her head. This is when she pulls out her gun and begins shooting at Goku, which the bullets don't do much. After this little display, Goku rightfully yells, "What the hell are you doing in my house?" Upon seeing the Dragon Ball in her hand, he realizes that she came to steal it. This makes Goku incredibly angry. This is the last possession that Gohan had left him. Grandpa Gohan had left him. His eyes turn white from rage. She tries to run away. He walks toward her and pulls the Dragon Ball out of her hand trying to control himself as much as possible is not to accidentally hurt her. Bulma doesn't really realize this. She thinks that she's going to die, and she faints. Goku, seeing the amount of stress and the rage that he has built inside of him, he goes down the mountain. After spending around an hour there, with him slowly destroying his surroundings, not from him moving, but just from the power he's exerting, he's finally calm enough to make his way back up the mountain. This is when he gets Bulma up, seeing as she's still on the floor knocked out, telling her to get off the mountain and leave him alone. This is when Bulma says that she can't really do that, seeing as she needs his Dragon Ball. Goku says no, he'll never give it to her, and she explains to him what a Dragon Ball is, and asks for it once again. He still refuses. This is when she says that she'll give him anything he wants. She'll give him money, food, whatever he'd like. Goku's not really interested in money. The food is pretty tempting to him though, but he decides not to. This is when she says, I have a truce for you. I only need the Dragon Ball to summon a dragon. You can have it when you're finished, and during that time, I'll give you whatever you want, just to be my bodyguard during that time. Goku thinks this over, of him thinking about declining it. This is when he looks around at the mountain, about how long he spent his time here, his whole life, and he's done nothing to it but destroy it. And he realizes that if he stays here, he'll destroy this home, this place that Grandpa Gohan had loved so much. And he realizes that it'd be best for him to stay away from the mountain for a while, until he's at the point where he can control himself, even at the most damning of times. Goku at this point has a power level of around 2,000. He can push it quite a bit higher than that, but once he starts going higher than that, he starts losing control of himself, just from the sheer amount of power and adrenaline that powering up brings. This is when they set off after Goku accepts Bulma introducing herself as Bulma Breeze. This is when they meet the Bear Thief, with him being quickly dealt of, and this is the start of the adventure. This might not be I just wanted to do this what if because I only had 2 what ifs going on, and I realized that one of them is about to end. Or not really yet, but it'll end pretty soon. So I decided to just make a what if and see you guys' reaction to this what if. If this doesn't end up doing too great, I'll just do another one. Give me your thoughts, guys. Remember to like and subscribe, guys. Thank you all for watching the video. Goodbye.